Hey guys, how you doing? So continuing with our convention coverage of Orccon 2014, we met up with the guys running the booth for Japanime Games. They brought such games as Tantakori, Kanzumi Goddess, and Crossmaster Arena. They also gave us a peek at some of their convention exclusives and some of the upgrades you can get for Crossmaster Arena. They did invite us back for some demos, but unfortunately my convention schedule, running my own demos and my own events, kind of forbidden me from coming back. But don't worry, next time they're around at a convention and I see them, I'm going to be getting those demos and I'm going to be filming them for you guys. Thanks a lot, and I hope you guys enjoy this video as much as we enjoyed making it.
Alright guys, so we were walking through the dealer hall. We came across this giant poster for Crossmaster Arena. We went in and ran into the guys running the booth, and he's going to run us through the other games that they have, because that's not the only thing that they're packing.
Hello, my name's Matt, and I'm with Japanime Games, and what we do is we've been bringing games from other countries into the US and localizing them, basically translating them into English and publishing and distributing them over here. Our three big games are Tantakori, Kanzumi Goddess, and Crossmaster Arena. And basically, we'll start with Tanto. This was the first game that we brought over, and basically what it is it's Dominion with maids. If you can see, all the artwork is the Japanese style anime art for maids, and the object of the game on this one is to buy maids for your deck so that you can get as many victory points as possible. Now all the cards that you get, they go into your deck, you play through them, and they allow you to play more cards, draw more cards, buy more cards. And so at the end of the game, what you're looking for is to get as many of these victory points as possible. It plays pretty smoothly, especially when you get towards the end of the game, because you start getting the ability to do a lot of plays at once, and gets really fun towards the end of the game. And basically the way the game plays is once two of these main piles just are emptied, that's when the game ends. So it's really a variable game because depending on the strategy of the players, they may.
Is it a two-player game?
It's 2-player, 3-player, 4-player. You can play. There's enough cards in the set to play up to 4 players. The main limiting factor for the main set is just how much starting cards you have, because you have to build the deck based off of the particular formula. 7 of the 1-point resource cards, 3 of the one of the particular maid, and so the limit is how many of those cards you get in the set. However, we have 3 different sets for it, which we'll look at in just a sec. And then all of those can be played individually, or they can actually be put together to add more rules, because each one of them has a specific unique rule. This is the base set. The base set for this is private maids, which are basically event cards. You buy them and they do something, and they stay as a constant effect until the next one you buy replaces it. You get victory points for having them as well. So that's Tantakori. It's our victory point maid collection. We go on to Kanzumi Goddess in a can, and basically what this one is this is the more in-your-face, I'm going to beat you up game. You take on the persona of a god or goddess from Norse or Greek religion, and each of those has a power attached to it. So based on your identity already, it affects the game. Then what you're going to do is you use those resources to buy warriors, and you play those warriors to attack your opponent, to heal yourself, or to do more card manipulation. And so the object of the game on this one is to either go from 15 life, which is what you start with, down to get your opponent down to 0, or get yourself up to 25 life. First person to do either one of those wins. And so it's a real back and forth, I hit you, you hit me kind of game. And the difference between the Tanto game and this one is that the mechanic for playing cards is not how many actions you have, but a chain system where each card is given a color and also dictates what color the next card must be. So if you look at Fierce Star here, it's a red card and it changes into blue or green. And so the next cards you must play must be either blue or green, and then you'll look at the next one will be the same. So if you go from here to, say, Sagittarius, then the next one would have to be white, which means you couldn't play Mermaid. because she's yellow and not white. And that's pretty much this one. It's much more back and forth. It's a lot more ups and downs because it's easier to swing when you're doing damage to your opponent than when it's just victory point based. But they're both really fun games. They don't take too long. You can play each of these games in about 40 minutes. A little bit longer the more players you have. Game we have is Crossmaster Arena, and we'll take a look at it over here. Crossmaster Arena is a grid-based combat game where each player builds a team of characters and goes out and beat the heck out of your opponent.
Carlos Jr. is getting a surprise plug.
And basically, every card, if you take a look over here, every card represents a character. So Sienna is represented by her card, and it dictates everything that you need to know for the game. How fast all the characters have to move in their speed order. You don't get to necessarily choose. So Anna, because she's a 9, will always go before we introduce 8. And you have to move your team in that order. They do like we have the number of movement points for moving around the board. It costs 1 movement point to move 1 square. And then the number of hit points they can take, damage, and how many action points they get per turn. And the nice thing about this game is it's really, if you can pay for it, you can gap. So each of her attacks is 3. So she's got 6 action points. She'll always be able to do it if, twice a turn, if that's the only thing she decides to do. Beyond that, some of the characters have bonuses, and it's really easy to keep track of these bonuses because what you're doing is anytime you're rolling and that's the goal, you get an extra die. So if you're attacking with the queen and she's got critical hit as her power, you're going for critical hits because it does extra damage. She gets an extra die when she's rolling for an attack. And the dice are custom. Everything's icon based in this game, and all you're trying to do is you're trying to roll the symbols that represent the type of result you're going for. So critical hit, you're looking for an explosion. To run away, dodge, you're looking for the boot, and so on. And then there's a wild card that you can choose whichever result you want. So basically, it's 2 teams. Go out there, beat the snot out of each other, end up with all the victory points at the end of the game. Where the advanced game gets a little bit more fun is where you get coinage, you put coins on the board, and you can pick those up as part of your actions and spend them at the stores. And there's a store of actual item tokens, tell you how much they cost and what they do, and you attach them to characters, and that adds even another element of expansion to it because you can improve your characters as the game goes on. And basically put, the base game is a great deal. You get all the cardboard terrain, you get 8 characters, all the tokens that you'll ever need for the game, all the money, all the victory point tokens, and the dice.
So the board's 2-sided.
It is 2-sided. You can see that this pit arena is slightly different than the elemental arena, and what it really does is it varies where the terrain starts out. We're actually our next set that's coming out soon. What was the name of that again? Fragos is an Arctic-based set, so it's actually getting its own new board, and that will be out in March. Beyond that, we have the 8 characters that you get approximately. Beyond that, there's 8 current sets out for expansion characters, so that's another 32 characters, because every expansion has 4 new characters in it. And then we also, for the convention, we are actually even throwing in 2 random promotional figures, which were prizes in Europe, where the game's from. And so we're about the only way to really get those now. And we're throwing 2 of those in with with the base purchase as well. So we're really
So let's go take a look at those and see what the upgrades are.
Yeah, you can go first.
This is the base game, and it comes with everything you saw on the table. The regular size cards, all the figures, all the cardboard terrain, and everything you need to do to play the game. As you can see, we have these. These are our expansion sets. And there's 8 different ones with 4 figures apiece. It comes with all the cards and any additional tokens that you would need to play those figures. Beyond that, we're basically in our mystery boxes. We've got the promo figures, and we're throwing 2 of these in randomly for anybody who purchases the game here at the convention. Now, beyond that we really like to show off at the conventions because they're very limited edition is our Pimp Your Game set. And what this is that it takes all the cardboard tokens and the cardboard money and victory points and turns them into something a little more scenic. So you can see that we have like the resin terrains, we have some of the pets become 3-dimensional, and we have metal versions of all the tokens that you would need to play the game. And those can be purchased as the full set or the different set parts of it that you want. So you can buy all the tokens, or you can buy all the coins, or you can buy the victory points all separately. And when you put it all together, it looks really fantastic.
The cardboard terrain itself is amazing. It looks very sturdy.
Yes, it actually is pretty solid.
It looks pretty solid. So this is just like an extra.
Yeah, this is
a complete total extra.
Yeah, this is what you want to do when you really want to show it off. Make impress your friends.
You can buy this as a whole set to replace everything.
Yes.
And what's that about in a run?
We do the different parts. You can buy the terrain separately, and you can buy the coins. We do it that way. But basically, what we've been doing is we've been doing a set where you can get all of it for 200 for the upgrades, and it looks really fantastic. I mean, everything's solid.
Yeah, that's a great price. So the amount of stuff that you're going to get. Because just looking at the board, you know that there's a ton of pieces that come with it. So replacing that is just phenomenal, especially with something that's to scale.
Exactly. And it does replace everything. You get the exact same number of trees, the exact same number of bushes, the exact same number of crates, and the exact same number of every token in the game.
One of the minis look fantastic. They're full color, they're very large size, they don't feel cheap. So just adding this extra element, guys, it's super worth it.
And one of the best things about it is with the exception of the cardboard terrain itself, everything's ready to go out of the box. You don't have to paint it, you don't have to put it together. Also, the figures, they come fully painted, they look great. It's, a lot of care has been taken in the production. So we're really proud of how this is going over here. And I know that we're going to be working on supporting organized play in the future, and we've got our new sets coming out. More of these expansion sets will also be coming out once the new bigger expansion comes out, and we look forward to seeing what happens, because we are working with the original company to help develop these sets. So if you can take a look, just a recap, we have this here is our Kanto game. We have 3 different sets. And at the convention here, we are actually giving out promotional cards with it. So if you get one of these sets, you will get full art, no frame versions of some of the cards in the set, so that you will be able to see the entire art. The text boxes become transparent, and it looks a lot nicer. And then the other game here is the Can Goddess game, Kanzame Goddess, and that's comes in a can, and all the cards and rules that you need are in there as well.
Okay.
Well, thank you very much.